Good evening, everybody. This is Robert from RJL 518. Welcoming you to another edition of Payoff Pitch 1985. Today's date is June 13th, 85, and we are back at the Kingdome again for another game with the Mariners, but this time they host the Kansas City Royals. The Royals come into this game pretty much underachieving for a season they won the World Series in. They're 25-30. The Mariners are 27-30, lost a tough game to the White Sox yesterday, and now the Mariners will face the Royals today. This is an interesting ball game, I think, actually. And remember, most of these games are kind of randomly chosen, but I try to get every team in there. So for those of you that always want to see your favorite teams, Yankees, Red Sox, Mets, Dodgers, Orioles, trust me, they're all coming. They're all coming. We get every team in there as possible. But starting with my next schedule block, I would be removing the last place teams in each division. Captain Carl 8 joins me here at the Kingdome for tonight's game. And I know a lot of people are not always, excited about watching the Mariners or the Royals or the Pirates and the Padres. Yes, I know Dick Allen passed away from the White Sox. Yes, I do know he did pass away. I'm aware of that. Thank you very much there, sir. We got an interesting game because of the starting pitcher for the Mariners. Let's take a look at him. Starting pitcher for the Seattle Mariners is Bill Wilkinson. He only had two starts in 1985. He was 0-2 with a 13.5 ERA. And somehow or other, this is the game that got randomly selected. He has a strikeout supplemental of 50-75. But look at all the patience on this card. If the Mariners somehow win with this guy on the mound, I will be shocked. They are taking on Mark Gubicza from the Royals, and he was a pretty decent pitcher. Not one of his better years in 85, but let's see how the dice are going to roll in this one. I kind of already figure what might happen, knowing how pitching cards act. But let's take a look here. Let's play some baseball here. As I said, the Royals come into this game at 25-30. The Mariners are 27-30. Both teams under 500. But remember, in my replay, the top three teams in each division make the playoffs. So it has a lot more playoff atmosphere. And of course, games in September can still have lots of meaning. Leading off for the Kansas City Royals, they had a very interesting lineup in this game, too. Center fielder Willie Wilson leads off. Wilkinson, of course, is a lefty. Wilson batted .293 with a home run against left-handed pitching in 85. Let's see how this game goes. We'll find out. Wilkinson's first pitch, and that is a patient 53, and that's a strikeout. Now, against the lefty, that would normally be a ground ball to the pitcher, but on a strikeout, 50-75, that's a strikeout by Wilkinson. So he gets Wilson out, one down. He had only 5 strikeouts in 1985. Let's see how this card acts. Next batter is left fielder Lonnie Smith, batted .293 with 2 homers against Rice. Bill Wilkinson was 20 years old, and if you take a look at what Joe Bryan does for these cards, June 13th to June 18th. So he was just called up, probably for an injury and probably an injured Royal. If I'm right, one of the Royal pitchers was not bad. I think they probably had a pitcher out or something. I'm not sure, but he was only with the Mariners. He was only with the Mariners for about 5 days. May was out for Jim Beattie, possibly, or Mark Langston. Don't know. But let's see how this game goes. Here's the pitch to Smith. Should be fun. That's a wheelhouse 90 for Smith, but that is just going to be a ground out to shortstop. That's out number 2. 2 outs. Here's the second baseman, Frank White. As I said, the Royals had an interesting lineup for this game also. White bats .247 against lefties. He had 9 homers. Pitch from Wilkinson. That's a patient 30, and that will be a single for Frank White. Gets a base hit. He'll trot down to first. And now first baseman Steve Balboni for the Royals batted .220 with 8 homers against lefts. Frank White, a 3C steal rating, will not run. Here is the pitch from Wilkinson. That's a defense check. 91 should get out of the inning. Range check to first. The ball is hit to Davis. His range is a C. That's a 91, and that's going to be an out. So a great play by Alvin Davis. He will throw to Wilkinson covering the bag, and the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Royals. We go to the bottom half of inning number 1. Starting pitcher for the Kansas City Royals in this game was Mark Gubicza, 14-10, 4.06 ERA. He gets the call for tonight's game. Leading off for the Mariners is second baseman Jack Bricanti. Second day in a row we're doing the Mariners. That's how sometimes that's how your sometimes that's how your schedule works. At least we just get a good baseball game, we hope. Pitch from Gubicza. That is a patient 41, and Bricanti walks. He will trot to first. Bricanti batted .272 against right-handers, but he draws the leadoff walk. 4+ steal rating, will not run with a 9 on the dice. Here is Phil Bradley. He is the left fielder for the Mariners tonight. Pitch from Gubicza, and that's a tough 06, swing and a miss, struck him out. Bradley goes out on strikes. The next batter is first baseman Alvin Davis, batted .308 with 14 homers against right-handers. Bricanti still on at first. Here is the pitch from Gubicza, and that's an in-play 40, and that will be a single for Alvin Davis. It's a line drive into center field. A runner on first advances one base, so Bricanti will hold at second. And the Mariners are in business. Next up for the M's is their designated hitter, Gorman Thomas, batted .217, 19 homers against rights. I guess in that day, even though you had a lousy batting average, but Thomas had a total of 32 home runs in 85, and that's probably the reason why they decided to have him bat in that position. Runners at first and second, 1 out. M's are in business. Here's the pitch from Gubicza, and that is an in-play 67. That will be a ground ball to second base. Thomas has a double play rating of 7. Gubicza has a 6. That is an 8, and the only play they're going to get is Davis at second base. The throw goes to second, but Thomas will beat the throw back to first. That is a fielder's choice. And of course, Bricanti goes to third. Next up for the Mariners, third baseman Jim Presley, batted .249 with 20 homers against rights. Gubicza checks and deals. And that is a tough 99, a fly ball to left field, and that will end it. No runs for the Mariners. They do get a hit and a walk. We got no score at the end of 1. Trying to keep my voice down. My voice, I've been yelling too loudly, getting too excited in these games. I love playing. I know you guys like my excitement. Should be a and we had a very exciting game this morning, an inside pitch between the Cubs and the Cardinals. If you haven't caught that, please do. The Mariners sent down Beatty a few days ago and then traded Mike Stanton to the White Sox, called up for Gorman Thomas and Bill Wilkinson. That is correct. Beatty is not in the roster, and this is not available in the roster for this matchup. And as well, I believe, as Stanton, Beatty is available. Beatty is not actually. As I said, he was sent down, so he was not there. Okay. He is not on the roster, at least not for today's game. I utilize Action PC Baseball to get me the 25-day rosters and Baseball Reference for the lineups. Leading off for the Royals will be right fielder Darryl Motley, batted .255 with 8 homers against lefts. Thank you for the information, Captain Carl. You are a plethora of baseball knowledge. Wilkinson will pitch to Motley, and that's a patient, 94. It's a fly ball to left, out number 1. Put away by Bradley. Next up is the Royal designated hitter in this game, and that's Hal McRae, batted .233 at 8 homers against lefties. Pitch from Wilkinson. That's another patient, 32. That's a walk. McRae will trot down to first on a base on balls. First walk issued by Wilkinson. He averaged 9 per 9 innings. So I could see why he has so many patients on the card put there by Joe Bryan, who, of course, makes this awesome baseball game. Next batter for the Royals is third baseman Greg Pryor. The one thing about doing as-played lineups and randomly selecting, you get some very strange lineups. For instance, George Brett is not in the starting lineup for this game for the Royals. McRae on at first, a 4 on the dice. He will not go anywhere, and Wilkinson will pitch to Bryan. Pryor does have a bunt up top ability, though. A 2-5, the auto sacrifice could be on. He batted .233 against lefties. Do you want to sacrifice with 1 out? No, I'll let Pryor hit. Pitch from Wilkinson. Patient 20. That is going to be and that was a good call. That's a double by Greg Pryor. It's a liner into left center field, cut off by the left field. Runners advance 2 bases, so McRae goes to second, and Pryor is on first. And we got runners at second and third. So there's a double by Pryor. Good thing I called off the bunt. Next up is the catcher, Jim Sundberg. Batted .217 with 7 homers against lefts. You have a transaction file that received another gamer. The file. Okay, awesome. Thank you, sir. Runners at second and third. Sundberg, the batter. Let's see. Do the Mariners want to call infield in? Let's see. McRae's run rating is a 3. Not much there. Want a second and third, or you just want to play for the out? No, they'll play for the out. It's early. So Wilkinson will pitch to Sundberg. Infield is back. Here is the pitch. That's a wheelhouse 48, and that is a crackerjack. That one is hit high, that one is hit deep, and that one is gone. Jim Sundberg home run. Straight wheelhouse by Wilkinson, and a 48 against left-handed pitching is a 3-run bomb. And Sundberg sends this one, bounces off. That was hit pretty good. Might have actually hit the roof of the Kingdome. And that's one way to get a batter out there, I should say. 3-run jack by Sundberg. And the Royals take a 3-0 lead. Don't know how long I'll keep Wilkinson in there, but he's already reached his fatigue amount of runs. But he doesn't face that until his 6th inning. Next batter is the shortstop, Onyx Concepcion. He batted .217 against lefties. 3-run homer by Sundberg, and it's now 3-0 Royals. Wilkinson still on the mound. Bears Den 007 joins us here at the Kingdome. Pitch from Wilkinson. That's a ballpark 86. That is in play. In play 86 is a ground out to short. And the throw goes to first for out number 2. Next batter up is Willie Wilson. Wilson struck out his last time up. Pitch from Wilkinson. That's a patient 56. And it will be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Wilson strikes out for the second time, and the inning ends. The Royals have 3 runs on 2 hits and a walk, a 3-run jack by Jim Sundberg. They lead 3-0 going into the bottom of the second. Gubicza takes the mound again, and leading off for the Mariners will be center fielder Dave Henderson. Batted .227 against rights in 85. 11 homers. Pitch from Gubicza. That's a patient 34, and he walks Henderson. Henderson trots down to first. Second walk issued by Gubicza. He averaged about 4 per 9 innings. Next up for the Mariners is right fielder Ivan Calderon, or probably pronounced Ivan Calderon. 2B steal rating, Henderson not stealing. Gubicza ready and checks and deals. And that is a tough 67 ground ball to second base. Calderon, double play rating is a 9. Gubicza is a 6. That's a 5. Second base to shortstop to first. That is your twin killing. 4-6-3 double play, 2 outs. Here is the shortstop, Darnell Coles. He got the call at short for this game. He batted .316 against right-handers in 85. Gubicza with the pitch. And that's an in-play 18 single for Darnell Coles. He hits one to right field. Coles will hold it first. A steal rating of 2, 8 on the dice, nothing going on. And the catcher, Bob Carney, will come up next for the Mariners. 2 outs. Pitch from Gubicza. Tough. 74. Fly ball, center field. That'll be caught by Wilson. And that will end the inning. Nothing for the Mariners except a hit and a walk. At the end of 2, the Crown Royals lead it 3-0. Top of the 3rd inning coming up. Here is Lonnie Smith leading it off for KC. Smith grounded out his last time up. Pitch from Wilkinson, patient 52. That is going to be a single for Smith. He gets a base hit. And he slaps that one into left. Smith will hold it first. He's got a 6B steal rating. He's got a good chance to steal, but we're up by 3 runs. I don't know if you do it, but here's Frank White. White batted .249. Lonnie Smith, a 6B steal rating. It does have the ability. 6. Wilkinson's hold rating is a 7. Let's see. Let me see what the rule says on that. Give me a minute. Lonnie Smith did have 40 stolen bases, but you're up by 3 runs. I just don't know if I want to steal on it. Hold on a minute. Check the payoff pitch rule book for a second here on something here. Let's see. Well, let's see if he gets the jump. Wilson's going to try it. His run rating is a 6. Bill Wilkinson's hold rating is a 7. I'm going to draw a card. 7 or lower, Lonnie Smith goes. 8 or higher, Smith does not go, but Wilkinson gets a pickoff play. That's a 2. There goes Smith. His steal rating is a B, and Bob Carney's going to try to throw him out. He has an arm rating of a 2. That's actually pretty good. So it's a B2, and it will be a normal chance. Throw to second, and he is safe. Barely safe on a close play. Just got under the tag. Lonnie Smith steals second base. Carney couldn't nail him, and Smith steals second. And now Frank White will have a man on second base. And yes, you can see what I meant about Wilkinson. Tribe Fan 879 joins me here at the Kingdome. This is the game that came up when I did my scheduling, so we'll see what happens. Wilkinson has already given up a home run, but believe it or not, he's only given up one walk. Here's the pitch to White. Wilkinson, patient 34. That's a base hit by Frank White. It is a single. Opposite field liner to right field. Runner on first advances 2 bases. Lonnie Smith scores from second. And it is now 4-0 Royals. Frank White, RBI, base hit. That's his second hit of the game. The batter now will be Steve Balboni. Still nobody out here in the top of the third. Here's the pitch from Wilkinson. That's a defense check, 86. That should be all right. Range check, center field. The ball is hit to Henderson. His range is a C. That is an 86, and that will be an out. And it is a short fly ball, so White stays at first base anyway, and there's one down. Fly out to center. The batter now is Darryl Motley. White still on first. Wilkinson will pitch to Motley. And that's a patient 42. Base hit for Darryl Motley. That is a single. Long single into the gap to center field. White will hold at second. He will not go any further. Mariners bullpen already getting warmed up. And here is the designated hitter, Hal McRae. Runners at first and second, one out. Already 4-0 Kansas City. Wilkinson was only on this team for 5 days, then he got probably sent back down. He was only 20 years old in 85. Wilkinson trying to brush off some sweat, knowing that he's already given a hard game for his Mariners. Here's the pitch to McRae. And that is a ballpark 47. That is a wheelhouse. And a wheelhouse 94 is a base hit is a single for Hal McRae. It is a base hit. Grounder up the middle to center field, but the runners will only advance one base. And the bases are loaded. And that will bring up Greg Pryor. Bases loaded, as Wilkinson is, if anything, he's acting like he did probably. So he's been giving up hit after hit, just not there for Wilkinson. And I got no choice. I'm not even going to let him pitch here. I'm going to take him out. That'll be it for Wilkinson. I know what's going to happen if I throw the ball. You know what? No, tell you what, let him pitch. See if he can get out the inning. Why not? The Mariners are 27-30. I'm going to let him pitch, see if he can get out the inning. He'll pitch to Pryor. Bases loaded. The infield will be back. They're going to try for 2. Here's the pitch from Wilkinson. And that is a patient 61. And it will be a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Greg Pryor. The reason why it's a strikeout is Wilkinson has a 50-75 supplemental strikeout. It is a 61, and that's what you use. You struck him out. 2 outs. That's the 3rd strikeout for Wilkinson. Now the batter is Jim Sundberg. Sundberg hit a 3-run home run off of Wilkinson in the 2nd. Dave Gardner joins us here at the Kingdome. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Wilkinson trying to get out of this jam. He will pitch to Sundberg. Utilizing a card that you probably wouldn't use in a regular game, but Wilkinson did get the start. That's why I thought this game was still pretty interesting to play. Pitch from Wilkinson. Patient 98. He's going to get out of the inning. That is a fly ball to left field. That'll be caught by Bradley, and the inning is over. Wow. With a 98, Bill Wilkinson gets out of it. 1 run, though, on 4 hits. We go to the bottom of the third, 4-0 Royals. As Dave Gardner joins us here, one of our newest Payoff Pitch subscribers, I should say, as he now plays Payoff Pitch. And I should say there, Dave Gardner, beautiful job what you did with the Payoff Pitch cards. They are awesome. Let's see, where are we? Bottom of the third inning. Mariners will have Jack Perconti lead off, top of the order. One of these days, Dave, I want to join you somehow. I don't know how you guys do it, but join you, our Red Sox fan, Uncle Ron, in a stream. I'd love to all of us maybe do a stream together, just have a nice chat. You guys were talking such good stuff that night. Pitch from Gubicza. That's a ballpark. 06. That is in Perconti's wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 25 is a single. Perconti heads down to first. Second time today that Perconti has reached set first base. The batter is now Phil Bradley. +4 on the steal rating. He will not go. You're down by 4 runs. You ain't stealing or bunting or hitting and running. Here's the pitch from Gubicza. And that's an in play, 11, and we got a triple for Phil Bradley. He gets a triple. How about that? He smacks that one in the left field corner. That will score Perconti. Bradley goes to third, and the Mariners are on the board. It's 4-1. Triple for Bradley. Trying to save my voice, so I'm not getting as excited as I normally would. The Royals officially historically won this game 4-3. So the Royals right now have their 4 runs. The Mariners got 1. Here's Alvin Davis with Bradley on at third. Nobody out here, bottom of the third inning. Davis is 1 for 1. They will call the infield back, play for the out. Gubicza with the pitch. And that's a wheelhouse 0-1. And forget about that one. Kablam! That one is hit high. That one is hit deep. Or, in the words of Appa Bryan, it might be, it could be, it is out of here. 2-run jack by Davis. On an 0-1 wheelhouse, Mark Gubicza pitched him a meatball. Alvin Davis not only turned that into lasagna, what was left was turned into shredded spaghetti. That ball was destroyed. To stadium cheers. Yay! Alvin Davis 2-run jack, and now it's 4-3. They're going to go talk to Gubicza on the mound. As Al Red Sox fan joins us here at the Kingdome, we were just talking about you, King of the Hill. Oh, that ball was destroyed. There ain't nothing. They're gonna need a spatula to try to peel the ball off the ground there. Here's Gorman Thomas. Thomas is 0 for 1. It's now a 4-3 game. As I was talking to Dave Gardner, one day I want to do a stream with all you guys. I would love to sit there and chat about anything. I don't care. Pitch from Gubicza. Tough. 30. And that's a swinging. Nope, that's a called strike 3. Thomas strikes out on a strikeout at the knees. Thomas said, I think that was low. The umpire says, no, you're low, and you're also outside. Go take a seat. 1 out. Here's Jim Presley. Presley 0 for 1. So just like that, it's now a 4-3 ball game. Pitch from Gubicza. That's a tough 35. That is a swing and a miss. Struck him out. Third strikeout for Gubicza, actually. And now Dave Henderson. Gubicza checks and deals. And that's a tough 48. And what we got here? That's a line drive hit right to second base. Frank White gloves it, and the inning is over. 3 runs for the Mariners on 3 hits, a single, a triple, and a 2-run jack. At the end of 3, it is 4-3 Royals. Top of the 4th inning. Onyx Concepcion will bat for the Royals. I really am going to take Wilkinson out of there. I can't let that kid bat and pitch any longer. I really can't. So out he comes, and we're going to go to he's not fatigued yet. Do I wait till he gets fatigued? No, you don't. Mariners are going to take him out. We'll go to the pen. Got a couple of righties coming up, so let's see who the Mariners are going to bring in. You need a long reliever, and that is going to be Roy Thomas. Roy Thomas will come in and pitch for the Mariners. 7-0, 3.36 ERA. It's a 4-3 game. So here's Roy Thomas. He's a long reliever. He can pitch innings 4, 5, and 6, or give up 3 runs. Here's the pitch. Thomas, tough, 68, and it's a ground out to second base. 1 down. Here's Willie Wilson. Wilson has struck out twice. Pitch from Thomas. Ballpark 21. Wheelhouse for Wilson. Wheelhouse 09. Pow! And that one is hit high. That one is deep. Say goodbye, Gracie. That is gone. Home run, Willie Wilson. Just got it, too, with an 09, but he gets it. I don't know. Maybe I should have left Wilkinson out in there. Willie Wilson, solo jack. 5-3 Royals. Wilson hit about 3 homers against right-handed pitching in 85. Here's Lonnie Smith. Smith is 1 for 2. There's 1 out. Roy Thomas will pitch to Smith. And tough, 14. That's a swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down. And here is Frank White. Thomas looking in. Here's the pitch to White. Suadice. I'll re-roll. 7. Tough. 08. That's a swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that will end the inning. 1 run for the Royals on a jack by Willie Wilson. 5-3, Kansas City. Mark Gubicza will pitch. Here is Ivan Calderon to lead it off for the M's. Pitch from Gubicza. Tough, 85. Ground out to short. That's 1 out. Taken care of by Concepcion. Darnell Coles will take a hack. He's 1-for-1. Singled his last time up. In play, 0-3. Cole smacks a double easily there into left field. That'll bounce off the Kingdome wall. And Cole's on at second base. That's a second into the game for Coles. A chance now for Bob Carney. Still one out here in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch coming. Tough. 69. Ground ball to second base. Up with it is, of course, Frank White. He will throw to first. That's a 4 on the dice. Coles will make third, 2 outs. Since that was a 4, it's higher, it's lower than Darnell Coles' run rating. I move him over to third on that play since it wasn't to second. Here's Jack Perconti. Perconti is 1-for-1. He walked and singled. 2 outs now, though. Pitch to Perconti. And that is a patient 70. And what we got here, ground ball to short. Easy play there by Concepcion. Throws to first for the final out of the inning. 1 hit for the Mariners, but that is all they can get. Remains 5-3. Top of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Crown Royals is Steve Balboni. Balboni is 0-for-2. Pitch from Thomas. Ballpark 41. That is Balboni's wheelhouse, and that's not what you want to hit because, pow, that ball is hit high. That ball is deep. Back, gone. Home run, Steve Balboni. With a 72 against right-handed pitching, Balboni sends that one out of here. Another meatball and another plate of lasagna. 6-3 Royals. Balboni did have 28 home runs against right-handed pitching in 85, so I'm not surprised he crushed that ball. Here's Hal McRae. Second run given up by Thomas. One more, he will be fatigued. As Bears Den says, bye-bye, Balboni. Here's the pitch to McRae. And that's a defense check, 44. That could be interesting. Error check to first base. The ball is hit to Davis. His error rating is a 3. 1-45 is an error. That is a 44. He just messed it up. Just messed it. That will be an error, and it's a 1-base error. So McRae will hold it first. E3. First error on the Mariners. Here's Darryl Motley. Motley is 1-for-1. And still nobody out here in the top of the 5th. 3 on the dice, no steals. You're up by 3 runs. They're not going to steal or anything like that right now. So Motley will go up against Thomas. Pitch. That's a patient 37, and he hit him. Plunk. And Motley is hit by the pitch, and he will go to first base. McRae moves to second. It looks like the Royals are setting up for another big inning. Here's Greg Pryor. Runners at first and second. Royals are in business. Nobody out still. Thomas will pitch to Pryor. Here it comes. That's a defense check again, and an 0-7 is not good. It's going to be an error check to third base. The ball is hit to Presley. His error rating is a 3. That's going to be an error, no doubt about it. And it will be a one-base error. So the runners only move up a base. Second error on the Mariners in the game and in this inning. That's an E5. And here is Jim Sundberg. Sundberg already has a 3-run jack in this game. And something tells me I better get the extra markers ready. 6-3. Sundberg, the batter, still nobody out. The infield's going to play for 2. Roy Thomas will pitch to Sundberg. Here's the pitch. And it's a tough 87. And it's a ground ball to shortstop. Sundberg's double play rating is an 8. Thomas is a 7. That is a 10. So there's no double play. The throw's going to go to second to get Pryor. McRae does come in to score. Motley goes to third. Pryor is out. Sundberg's at first. There's one out, but it's now 7-3. They couldn't turn the double play. 7-3 now. So that's a fielder's choice. And here's Onyx Concepcion with runners at first and third and an out. Thomas will pitch to Concepcion. One out. Fans here at the Kingdome getting a little tired of this, but they know their Mariners really aren't that great a team. At least not in 1985. They were just very average. Maybe below average, really. Here's the pitch from Thomas. Infield is still back. That's a tough 47, and it is a ground ball to first. Concepcion double play ratings an 8. Thomas is a 7. That is a 10. Again, they will not turn the double play. The throw goes to second against Sundberg. Concepcion is safe at first, though. But Motley does come in to score. It's 8-3. Two outs. And that will do it for Thomas. He's coming out. Actually, I should have taken him out earlier. He was already fatigued after the last run. Next batter will be Willie Wilson. See who the Mariners want to bring on to pitch. As the game seems to be getting away from them. They're going to let Carl Best come in. Carl Best, 2-1, 1.95 ERA. Much different pitcher, though. He only started 15 games. Or actually didn't start. He played in 15 games, Carl Best. He is a long reliever. He'll pitch to Wilson. He can pitch innings 5, 6, and 7. 2 outs. Here's the pitch to Wilson with Concepcion on it first. And that is a tough 46. And it's a pop out to the shortstop, and that will end the inning. 3 runs for the Royals on only 1 hit. 3 on only 1 hit and 2 errors for the Royals, on the Mariners. Wow. We're halfway through this game. It is 8-3 Kansas City. Looks like we're going to have another blowout. Bottom half of the 5th inning coming up. What's coming up on RJO 518 tomorrow? Inside pitch, 1985, one and gone. It's the Seattle Mariners again, but they take on the New York Yankees. So if I got any Yankee fan or Yankee haters out there, We'll see what happens when the Mariners take on the Yankees in the one and gone tomorrow. It will be Bill Swift taking on Ron Guidry. And tomorrow night on Payoff Pitch, the Milwaukee Brewers will play the Baltimore Orioles. So I hope you'll join us for that tomorrow night here on Payoff Pitch. So we got the Mariners and the Yankees in the one and gone, the Brewers and the Orioles in the Payoff Pitch in the 85 season. Bottom of the fifth inning, Phil Bradley will lead off against Gubicza. Gubicza has a 5-run lead to work with. Pitch from Gubicza. Defense 74. Error check to short. The ball is hit to Concepcion. His error rating is a 2. That's not a problem. The 74 is too high. Throw goes to first. Out number 1. Next up, Alvin Davis. He's 2 for 2. A home run and a single. Gubicza's pitch. And that is a patient 13. It's a walk. Davis trots down to first. Third time he's been on base today. That is the third walk issued by Gubicza. Gorman Thomas will come up and take a swing. Pitch from Gubicza. That's an in play, 47. And we got a ground ball to third. Thomas, double play rating 7. Gubicza 6. That is an 8. The throw is going to go to second and get Davis. Thomas is safe at first, and that is out number 2. Fielder's choice. Here's Jim Presley. Gubicza checks and deals to Presley. That's a patient 51, and that's a ground ball to first. That'll be taken care of by Balboni, and he will tag the bag himself, and that ends the inning. Nothing for the Mariners at all. Although it was not a 1-2-3 inning, but a walk, and that was it. At the end of 5, 8-3 Royals. Also, don't forget, 10-minute ticker coming up after the game. Top of the 6th. Carl Best will pitch to Lonnie Smith. Smith is 1 for 3. Pitch by Best. Patient 63. And that's a ground ball to third. Throw goes to first for the first out. That is out number 1. Here's Frank White. White is 2 for 3, 2 singles. Best with the pitch. That's a tough 53. And we got a ground ball to third again. Easy play by Pryor. Easy play by Presley. Throws to first, out number 2. Presley getting his work in this inning for the M's. And now Steve Balboni. He's 1 for 3 with a jack. Carl Best. Here's the pitch. That's a tough 85. Ground ball to shortstop this time. Coles has got it. Throws to first. And as a 1-2-3 inning against the Royals, and that is the first time they have gone down in order in this game. 8-3 still. We go to the bottom of inning number 6. Gubicza has reached his fatigue inning. He gave up 3 runs. He is done. They will take him out. They will go to the pen. Right-handers coming up for the Mariners. Dave Henderson leads off. So let's see who the Royals want to bring up. And they're going to bring in, let's see here. They're going to bring in Joe Beckwith. 1-5, 4.07 ERA. He got a 5-run lead, can go a little deeper into the pen. Joe Beckwith against Dave Henderson here, bottom of the 6th inning. Henderson 0 for 1. Pitch from Beckwith. That is a patient 0-5, and that's a walk. Henderson trots to first. Second time Henderson has walked. And now Ivan Calderon comes up. Runner on first base. He'll not steal or anything like that. Beckwith will pitch to him. Pitch to Calderon. That is a tough 30. It's a wild. First of all, we got a wild pitch. Beckwith throws that to the backstop. Henderson goes to second. Now we do the play. Tough 30, and it's a strikeout. So Calderon goes down on strikes. But Henderson on second base. Here's Darnell Coles. Wild pitch by Beckwith. Coles a chance to maybe bring a run in for the M's. Here's the pitch to Beckwith. That's a patient 70. Base hit. Darnell Coles gets a single. It's a grounder up the middle to center field. Henderson rounding third, and he will come in to score. Coles goes to first, and it's 8-4. As the Mariners trying to make a game out of it. The wild pitch does hurt. It allows the run to come in. The batter now is Bob Carney with a runner on first. One out. Mariners trying to make it interesting. Pitch from Beckwith. Tough. 28. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He gets Carney. That's the second out. And now can Jack Perconti try to keep the game going? Perconti is 1 for 2. Singled and walked and grounded out. Beckwith pitching to Perconti. And that's a patient 0-1, and he walked him. And now the tying run is on deck. That puts runners at first and second. Second walk issued by Perconti to Perconti. And now here's Phil Bradley. Bradley has a triple in this game. He's 1 for 3. 2 outs. They go talk to Beckwith on the mound. Now they set back behind him. Bradley checking in. Now the pitch. And that's a tough 10. Called strike 3. Side retired. Bradley says, "You got to be kidding me. That was inside." And the umpire says, "No, if you don't shut up, I'm going to send you inside. Inside to the showers. You're out of here. Go take a seat." 1 run for the Mariners on 1 hit and 2 walks. At the end of 6, it is 8-4. Top of the 7th. This will be Best's last inning to pitch for the Mariners. He'll deal with Darryl Motley leading off for Kansas City. Reached on an error and singled. He is 1 for 2. Pitch to Motley. We got a tough 69 ground out to second base. Throws to first. It's out number 1. Motley goes down, and the batter is Hal McRae. McRae Hit by a pitch, walked, and singled. He is 1 for 1. Pitch from Best. And patient 56, single for McRae. That's a base hit to center. He will go to first. Second hit of the game by McRae. And a chance now for Greg Pryor. Pitch from Best. That's a tough 61, and it's a fly ball right field. And getting under that is Calderon. That's out number 2. Two outs. And now Jim Sundberg. Sundberg already has a 3-run homer in this game. He is 1 for 3. McRae on at first. Royals would like to add to the lead, even though they have a lead by 4. Here's the pitch from Best. That's a patient 36. It's a walk. Sundberg trots down. Second walk. That's the first walk issued by Best. Now runners at first and second for Concepcion. 2 outs. Best trying to keep it here at 8-4. Here's the pitch. That's a 7. It's a tough 0-4. That is a swing and a miss, and that is a strikeout. No runs. There was 1 hit and a walk. We are at the 7th inning stretch. It is 8-4 Royals. Go ahead and sing your Take Me Out to the Ball Game. I will be right back. Best is coming out because that was the last inning he can do. Joe Beckwith will pitch his second inning. This will be his last inning here in the bottom of the 7th. Alvin Davis leads off for the Mariners. Davis is 2 for 2, a single and a homer, and he walked his last time up. Remember, inside pitch, 1985, 1 and gone. Mariners at the Yankees. Bill Swift taking on Ron Guidry. And, of course, if the name Bill Swift comes to mind, he did the no-hitter in Payoff Pitch and against the Astros in my 1994 National League Wild Card Playoff. Swift and Guidry. And tomorrow night on Payoff Pitch, the Brewers will take on the O's. Brew Crew and the O's. Beckwith will pitch to Davis. And that's a tough 30, and that's a base hit by Alvin Davis. He smacks a single into right. Davis will hold it first. That's Davis's 3rd hit of the game. He's 3 for 3. A chance now for Gorman Thomas, and I might go to the bench. Thomas is the DH. See if there's anybody else I can bring in there up there instead of a better hit. And the answer is yes. Gorman Thomas is going to come out. Coming in to take over at DH will be Al Cowens. He had 312 at-bats against right-handed hitting, and he batted .266. So here's Al Cowens taking over for Thomas at DH. Davis on it first. Alvin Davis on it first. Nobody out. The pitch from Beckwith. And that's a tough 0-4. That is a strikeout. Cowens strikes out for out number 1. Here's Jim Presley batting .249 against Wrights. He'll hit. Davis on it first. Pitch from Beckwith. That is a ballpark 14. That is in Presley's wheelhouse. Wheelhouse 81 is a single. Presley doesn't get all of it, but he gets some of it. Base hit. Long single into the gap to center field. Alvin Davis will hold at second. As a runner advances one base. Presley has his first hit of the game. A chance now for Dave Henderson. As Tim Pepper joins us here at the Kingdome. Just finished watching the Bo Sox put up that 8 spot. And then, yes, that game last night was crazy. That game against the Orioles was nuts. That was one crazy game. And now, Red Sox fan, I don't know if you watched that game yet. You need to watch that game between the Red Sox and the Orioles in Payoff Pitch. Check it out, the channel, Al. You'll have a lot of fun with that one. Davis on at second, Presley first. Henderson is the batter. He is 0 for 1. He's walked twice. He is in center field. He's got a bat. I don't have any other center fielders unless I move somebody. I'm not going to. So Henderson's going to bat with 1 out. Pitch from Beckwith. That's a tough 0-1. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Second strikeout for Beckwith. And Henderson on an 0-1 strikeout. He swung that bat so hard, they felt the wind in the Kingdome on that one. That was a whiff. Out number 2. And here's Ivan Calderon. Yes, you need to listen to it, Al. You'll love it. Calderon is 0 for 3. He will hit against Beckwith. Batting .281 against Wrights. Mariners have a chance to get some runs, but Beckwith is shutting them down. Here's the pitch. That's an in play. 29. Single for Ivan Calderon. With Davis a run rating of 4, he doesn't automatically score with 2 outs, so I got to draw. That's a line drive into left field, and he'll only advance 1 base. And that's huge. That doesn't get the run in, and that happened in my game this morning a little bit between the Cubs and the Cardinals on inside pitch where the runner didn't score. That could have made a big difference. Bases loaded. Here is Darnell Coles, and we may see a new pitcher, and we will. Beckwith's going to come out because Coles bats .316 against Wrights. So they're going to bring in a lefty, and it will be, as Al Red Sox fan says, we'll see what will be, because I'll steal that line from him. They're going to bring in Mike Jones. Mike Jones, 3-3, 4.78 ERA. Now, Darnell Coles, however, we could see a pinch hitter for. But he's 3 for 3. That's the thing, but I just don't see him getting that. On an 0.95 average, I don't see it happening. So let's see what we got against who we can bring in from against the left-hander. And I have to go by at bats, and they will go in. Coles is at shortstop. He will come out, and coming in will be Spike Owen, and he'll take over at short. So it works perfectly. And Owen is the better shortstop. Spike Owen, 90 at-bats against left-handed pitching. Bases loaded. Spike Owen going to try to do something here for the Mariners. Mike Jones will pitch. Fans here at the Kingdome hoping the M's can do something. Here's the pitch from Jones. It is a patient 71, and it's a ground ball to second base. Picked up by White. Throws to first, and the inning is over. No runs, 3 hits. The Mariners waste a golden opportunity, still 8-4. Top of inning number 8. Wilson is the leadoff batter, and they got 2 right-handers behind him. Let's see who the Mariners want to bring in to pitch. And they will bring in this is the 8th inning. They'll bring in Edwin Nunez. The last time we saw Nunez, he went ahead and gave up a home run to the White Sox yesterday. I believe that home run was the Pudge, Carlton Fisk. Let's see if he has a better outing. 7-3, 3.09 ERA. He's their closer, but his job is simple. Try to keep it an 8-4 game. Willie Wilson leads off for the Royals. That is a patient 97. It's a fly ball to left. Out number 1. Wilson down, and the batter is Lonnie Smith. Nunez pitch. Wheelhouse 73. And he chopped it to second base. Up with it is Perconti. Throws to first, out number 2. Oh, Nunez pitches a meatball, but Smith couldn't put enough tomato sauce on it. And that's out number 2. And here's Frank White. White 2 for 2 today. 2 singles. Good day for him. Here's the pitch from Nunez. And that's a patient 05. That's a walk. White trots to first. Base on balls. And here's Steve Balboni. Balboni hit a home run today. He is 1 for 4. White on at first. 2 outs. Nunez gave up a home run last night. We'll see what happens in this game against Balboni. Here's the pitch. And that is a tough 62. It's a fly ball to right field. Pretty deep, but not deep enough. Calderon will make the catch, and it will end the inning. All the Royals get is a walk. Still 8-4 in favor of the Crown Royals. Bob Carney is due to lead off here in the bottom of the 8th. He bats 196 against lefties. They're going to leave him. They're going to leave him out there. I think the other catcher they have is Donnie Scott, but well, you can always do. I just don't. I think you're down by 4. They're going to let Carney hit. Carney will bat. Well, Carney comes out. Bob Carney coming out of the game and taking over and pitching as well. Coming in to take over at catcher will be Donnie Scott. But Scott is not going to come out to hit. It's going to be Domingo Ramos who'll come out to bat. 55 at-bats against lefties. Domingo Ramos against Mike Jones. Donnie Scott takes over at catcher. Let's see what happens. Pitch from Jones. And that's it in play. 77. Fly ball, center field, 1 out. Ramos heads back to the bench. And now Jack Perconti. Pitch from Jones. That's a patient 18. It's a base on balls. Perconti trots down to first. And that is the third walk by Jack Perconti. He gets on base, obviously. Mariners have a man on and a chance for Phil Bradley. Bradley has a triple in this game, but he's 1 for 4. He's struck out twice. Pitch from Jones. And tough. 99. Fly ball. Left field. Out number 2. Here's Alvin Davis. Davis has had the best night for the Mariners tonight. 3 for 3. 2 singles and a 2-run jack. In an 8-4 game, the Mariners have definitely left a lot of players on base. Here's the pitch from Jones. He'll pitch to him. Tough. 96. That's a fly ball right field into the glove of Motley, and that ends the inning. A walk is all the Mariners get. 8-4 at the end of 8. Top of the 9th. We all know what happens in the 9th inning in my games. Nunez job, keep it 8-4. Leading off for the Royals is Darryl Motley. He will bat. Motley is 1 for 3 in this game. Single and reached on an error. Pitch from Nunez. Wheelhouse 23. And that is a kapow. That ball is up. It's way up, and away. It is gone. Darryl Motley, solo home run for him. And the Royals now make it a 9-4 game. And for the second straight game that I have Ed Nunez out there, he gives up a homer. As he gave one up to Pudge last night. 9-4 Royals. Here's Hal McRae. McRae had a good game too. He is 2 for 2. 2 singles, got hit by a pitch, and he walked. Pitch from Nunez. Tough. 0-7. That's a steer strikeout. Down goes McRae for the first out. Greg Pryor coming up. Pryor had a double in the second inning. Reached on an error. He is 1 for 3. Pitch from Nunez. That's a tough 19, and that is a called strike 3 on Pryor, out number 2. Pryor heads back to the bench, knowing he probably should have swung at that one. Here's Sundberg. Sundberg's only play to fame was a 3-run homer in the second inning. Since then, fly out, fielder's choice, and a walk. Nunez deals to Sundberg. That's a patient 33. It's a base on balls. Sundberg trots to first. Another walk for Sundberg. He's walked twice. And a chance now for Onyx Concepcion with 2 outs. Nunez pitches. That's a patient again, 0-1, and another base on balls by Ed Nunez. That one was way outside. Ball 4. Willie Wilson, the batter. The Mariners are going to leave Nunez out there until he gives up another run. They say, hey, look, it's up to you to not give up any more runs in this game. 2 outs. Wilson, the batter. Willie Wilson hit a home run in this game. He's 1 for 5. Wilson really not known for power, but he got all of it the last time. Here's the pitch to Wilson. That's a defense, 59. Let's see, range check to third. The ball is hit to Presley. His range is a C. 59 will be an out. Great play. And that's going to be a ground out. And Presley, he will go ahead and throw to first to get Wilson, and the inning is over. Oh, boy, if he didn't get that one, that could have been bad. The Royals do pick up a home run by Motley. 1 run on 1 hit. Bottom of the ninth coming up, 9-4 KC. Royals will go to the bullpen. Al Cowan's due to lead off for the Mariners. Royals are not going to take any chances. Here comes Dan Quisenberry. Dan Quisenberry. Another great baseball name. One of the best. Dan Quisenberry. He was 8-9, 2.37 ERA for the Royals that year. He had 37 saves. Quisenberry will go to pitch to Al Cowens here, bottom of the ninth. Will we see some ninth inning magic? Pitch from Quisenberry. In play, 86. Ground out to short, out number 1. Cowens just chops it down to the shortstop, and now a chance for Jim Presley. Quisenberry with the pitch. And that's a tough 36. Presley smacks a double to center field. The Mariners get a man on second. What? Did you expect a 1-2-3 inning? Presley has his second hit of the game. That's a double. The batter now is Dave Henderson with a runner on second for the Mariners. Henderson is 0 for 2, walked twice, lined out and struck out. Presley on its second pitch. That is a ballpark 50. That is Henderson's wheelhouse. This should be a hit. 41. That's a double for Henderson. Henderson gets a double. That will score Presley. He comes in. Henderson goes to second. It's now 9-5. Ivan Calderon will pitch against Quisenberry. Quisenberry has a plus in front of his fatigue inning, which means he doesn't get fatigued unless the game is tied or he gives up the lead. So Quisenberry stays strong for at least 4 more runs. Henderson on its second. Calderon is now the batter. 9-5 and still only 1 out. They will pitch to Calderon. Here's the pitch coming. And that's an in-play 85. It's a ground ball to short. The throw's going to go to first for out number 2. Henderson's run rating is a 7. That's a 4 on the dice. That beats it by at least 3. I will get Henderson to third. That's out number 2. And here's Spike Owen. Spike Owen in at shortstop came in for Darnell Coles. He will bat against Quisenberry, but now there are 2 outs. Quisenberry looking at Henderson. The infield is normal. Henderson's run doesn't mean anything. Here's the pitch to Owen. And that is a tough 52. And it's a ground ball to third base. Pryor's up with it. Pumps once, pumps twice. Throws to first. That's your game. Kansas City beats the Mariners 9-5. 1 run on 2 hits for the Mariners, though. They at least tried to make it interesting, but that's your game. Final line score coming up, and the 10-minute ticker. For the Kansas City Royals, 9 runs, 11 hits, no errors. For the Mariners, 5 runs, 12 hits, and 2 errors. Mark Gubicza does get the win. Wilkinson takes the loss. There is no save. As the Royals take the win here today, 9-5 over the Mariners. As Lance Strat Baseball just got in, but at least he gets to watch the 10-minute ticker. Stay tuned, 10-minute ticker coming up. Let's see how the rest of the league goes today. And for those of you who think it's rigged, I am shuffling these cards. I split them. Then I shuffle the second pack, second half of the deck. Split them again, flip them. That'll be the... And we'll use this for the first day. Let's see what we got. Let's see how today's baseball goes. We already know Kansas City beats Seattle 9-5. Let's see what we shall, as Al Red Sox fan says, let's see what will be. Milwaukee at Baltimore. That's a 4 win for the Brewers. They beat the Orioles 8-5. We will have that game tomorrow. Toronto at Boston. It's a 7. The Blue Jays come away with the win, 6-5. Chicago White Sox at California. It's a 3. That's a win for the Angels, 8-3. Minnesota at Texas. It's an 8. The Rangers get that win, 1-0. Cincinnati at Atlanta. That's a 4 win for the Reds, 4-0 over the helpless Braves. Chicago Cubs at Montreal. That's an 11. The Expos win that game 7-1. New York Mets at Philadelphia. Can my Mets get a win? It's a 5. Yes, they can. 7-0 over the Phils. St. Louis taking on the helpless Pirates. That's a 6. The Cardinals win it 9-5. San Diego, San Francisco. It's an 8. A win for the Giants 9-4. Let's go to June 14th. Let's see how the days go tomorrow. Milwaukee at Baltimore. That's a 3. A win for the Brewers, 7-5. Toronto at Boston. Can the Red Sox get a game? No. Blue Jays take that one 1-0. Toronto was a good team that year. Chicago White Sox in California. That's a 9. The Angels win that one 8-7. Oakland at Cleveland. A win for the Athletics 9-8. Detroit at New York Yankees. It's a 6. A win for the Tigers 6-5. Yankees get a rare loss. Kansas City against Seattle. That's a 9. The Mariners get some revenge for today 1-0. Minnesota at Texas. It's a 10. The Rangers win that one 4-1. Minnesota losing some games they shouldn't. Cincinnati against Atlanta. That's a 6. A win for the Reds. 8-6 over the Braves. St. Louis at the Cubs. That's a 10. It's a win for the Cubbies. 3-2. Los Angeles at Houston. That's a 9. It's a win for the Astros, 8-1. I know Steeler fan will be happy about that. New York Mets taking on Montreal. Big series. Mets need a 2-7. Oh, they get the 8. They can't win it. Expos get the game 3-0. My Mets are winning 1, losing 1, winning 1, losing 1. Underachieving. Philadelphia taking on Pittsburgh. That's a 5, a win for the Phillies, 6-1. And San Diego takes on San Francisco. That's a 5, a win for the Padres, 8-7. And tomorrow we have Milwaukee and Baltimore. Which quick results am I using as Midlife Crisis joins us here? I'm using the quick results charts from Payoff Pitch Baseball. Just check his, if you want to know what they are, just check them out. Joe Bryan made a quick results chart for every single season, even though he doesn't have every season available. He did that. So I use his charts. Since it's Payoff Pitch and we're using cards and dice, I'm not using no electronic action PC baseball, or I'm using action for the rosters, but I'm not using like replay baseball or anything like that. I'm not letting an AI take care of it. It's all cards and dice. If your team won today, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow. Remember, we have Inside Pitch, 1985, one and gone, Game 12. The Mariners will take on the Yankees in my single elimination tournament, and tomorrow the Brewers will meet the Orioles here at Payoff Pitch. Midlife Crisis, Land Strat Baseball. Our Red Sox fan, Tim Pepper, Bears Den 007, Tribe fan 879, Captain Carl 8, Dave Gardner. Thank you all for joining me today. I'm happy you enjoyed the game, and we'll see you guys tomorrow for more baseball action. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong. Have a good night tonight. Royals over the Mariners, 9-5. Good night, everyone. See you tomorrow.